What?
Wait a second.
What is
Freezar.
You know what? I was gonna commentate this game, but I'll let you take it because I can't honestly say. I don't have a clue what Freezar's got in mind here. I've got no idea.
I have not seen a recombobulator in Druid before. Not in ladder, not anywhere really. This is really mind blowing stuff.
I wonder if
I'm
Strifecro's
really
face is
interested
gonna.
to see what else is in the deck, because that's so weird.
Strifecro doesn't even blink. He's just like, oh, recover later. That's kind of normal. Are they privy to some kind of meta game we're just not aware of? Like I've never seen recover later first, but I've.
Here's a crow fist for you. All right.
This is.
I think he's just like, he's not even thinking about what he's gonna do here. He's obviously gonna play the shielded mini, but he's like thinking what else is in the deck, because that's what I would be thinking.
You're trying to make up, like, you're trying to come up with the deck list that your opponent might be running, but then there's like no way. Oh, well, that's actually a pretty good pickup for Freezar.
But do you get the cards against Paladin, maybe? I think I would like try to draw the swipe.
Yeah, you want to get that swipe, but okay, he goes for the. Well, at least I guess he's gonna be curving next turn, no matter what happens.
Yeah. But it's like this threat that you don't find more cards draw. I don't know how much is in there, but like if he doesn't find a lore anytime soon, he might run out of stuff to play. But it's definitely tempting to play Sylvanas on turn 3 or 4.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there were cold lateral calls in that deck. At this point, I'm just like, you know, there could be cold lateral calls, and yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Okay. Is there a reason not to play the Sylvanas? I guess Master of Battle. It wouldn't be that much value because there's so many 1/1s.
Yeah, if he has Muster and he trades his shielded mini bot, the odds of you getting anything good are pretty slim.
No, like you can't really get anything that amazing. The only thing you can get is the 2/2 over a 1/1.
Well, I mean, he does have answers to Tyrion, but and a possible Ragnaros, which I think we saw in the opening hand of Strifecro that he mulliganed away, unless I'm mistaken.
Was it which one had it? One of the players had the rag, but I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, I think it was the one at the bottom. I'm pretty sure because the top hand contained a little exorcist and 2 other miscellaneous cards that I didn't.
Oh yeah,
track of.
that's right.
Well, that Sludge Belcher's a pretty good pickup. It's actually like it's not gonna help immediately, but it definitely buys him a little bit of time. It's a good body to put on this board.
I don't know. It's a bit awkward with the mana because the hero board doesn't really do anything. I would consider the Sylvanas. This is a really bad spot for the Druid now. I don't know his deck, so it's like I shouldn't be judging.
That's what I said. Yeah, I'd like to commentate, but I can't. It's
yeah. Like I just would have preferred kind of to draw with the Nourish against Paladin, but I don't really know.
Do you think there's a Deathwing?
No way. Deathwing. How can you play Deathwing? That's a big game hunter in every deck.
He's playing Nourish. I don't know. I'm just trying to think because I know Life Coach runs Nourish in his Druid.
Yeah, and Life Coach has been doing fairly well, so.
Very well.
Yeah, well.
that's an understatement.
Yeah, I know. Life Coach
honest,
is the most dominating player in the recent Hearthstone competitive scene.
So I think right now what Freezar wants to find most is a swipe. That's gonna be my bet, but this looks like an amazing swipe turn.
Yeah, but there is no swipe.
Well, I guess a 3-mana 3/4 with taunt is not horrible.
Yeah, it's not horrible, but how much does it really get done?
It won't get any more done than it will now, so I guess you might as well.
That's true.
I don't think it'll get any better as time passes. In fact, it might just get worse. So.
No. Oh, that's such a mind-blowing decision to include that. Did he cut the shades then, maybe? Maybe there's no combo.
Cutting the shades for a little. Well,
because you can't like play big game hunters and shades and little exorcists. I don't think. I think that's too many of 3 drops.
I would have told you you can't play
then
little
you
exorcist.
probably don't play combo. We didn't see any combo pieces, right?
Not that I'm aware, no. I saw neither Savage Roar nor Force of Nature in the mulligan. So, I mean, the worst part is because he didn't draw with Nourish, we're going to be missing out on a lot of the potential draws that he might get. But, I mean, if he ends up losing with the deck, we're going to see it again. And if he wins with it, then we're going to have to ask him for the deck list, because I really want to know what's in there.
Me too. So, is there like some kind of clear here?
A Consecration would do it. I mean, it's not even difficult, it's just...
Can you do it in a way that there's nothing stolen still? So you consecrate, you throw in the 3/3 into the Exorcist. No, that's not so good.
You have to smash your 3/3 into the Exorcist, then consecrate, then trade your 2/2/2s. One on Sylve, one on the 2/4, and then he gets a 1/1 guaranteed though.
I almost feel like you give him something and just hope that it's not the 3/3. So you do this trade, then you make it good. Then attack into them. Yeah, he's doing it. Okay.
And then you can play another dude first even, and then Pilot Shredder, unless you prefer playing Sylvanas or Lothar.
He wants the Sylvanas, I guess, because he did.
No, he did not.
That was actually a misplay then.
Oh my god, does Strifecro misplay with Paladin? We gotta call
You should have hero pod first. You don't want to lose the 3/2. Like if he was planning to do that anyway. Is this real? It's Strifecro. Who's playing for Strifecro?
Yeah, I think Magic Amy's back.
It might be. That's a really small thing, but yeah, I think it could have been slightly better. Just tiny bit though.
I don't think it would have mattered in the grand scope of the game. It wouldn't have been a big deal, but based on the current board state, I think I would love to say that Strifecro had the game on lockdown, but depending on the top decks that follow up from Freezar, I mean he is still admittedly pretty. He's got a board, mind you, but it doesn't really address much at this point.
No, Freezar needs card draw. He really needs card draw. He needs the lords, or if he plays a second Nourish, maybe that. Like the board is slightly in Freezar's favor right now, because it's fairly difficult for Strifecro to deal with everything right now. But I guess he can just ignore that and drop a Sylvanas, just pass.
Yeah, play Sylvanas and pass. Let Freezar deal with her. It's big enough a problem for him.
Yeah, it should be difficult for Freezar. Especially since like the keeper is already played, and that's the silence. So it's unlikely there will be a second one, and even if there is a second one, then
your Tyrion.
It's still a 5/5, and your Tyrion gets off. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play. Just Sylvanas pass. Is there something else?
I guess you could Lothar hero power or true silver attack trade, but I don't see the value in it. You might as well just do that next turn with a consecration to follow it up with.
Yeah, the true silver seems really awkward here because you overkill the Belcher by so much. Oh, there's the card draw.
If that is actually probably the only card that Freezar really wanted to see.
Yeah.
So do you trade first, like double trade into Sylve, give him a slime and then Ancient?
Yeah, I think so.
That way you don't make your case worse. And the worst part is you could actually find Innervate for Judicial Claw afterwards if you... He hasn't drawn a single one.
I mean, I guess he could try ignore the Sylvanas, but it usually backfires when you try ignore the Sylvanas. Because the Belcher gets a fairly good trade with... it's not even a trade with the piloted Shredder.
I don't like this line of play. I'd rather he just trades first. You double trade into Sylve and then you play Ancient of Lore. If you get Innervate, you then get to play Druid of the Claw right away, and that gives you...
He's hoping to find something.
Oh, and he found it, but this is not viable. Like, he can't do this.
Yeah, it would have worked out better because the Innervate.
Okay, well...
Well, now he can't Innervate anything, I guess.
Yeah, now you just hope that the Paladin doesn't have anything, in fact. I mean, the Paladin's board is essentially an auto-win. Like, you just True Silver Consec and you win the game. From here on out. Like, there's really nothing the Druid can do to contest this.
It's gonna be difficult, that's for sure. So I guess you kill the slime with Sylvanas.
Well, you could attack with Sylve now, then you Consec, then True Silver the 5/5.
Yeah. Or
you could True Silver... Because you want to hit the 5/5 with your True Silver champion.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so obviously Consec first. Looks alright. The 5 drops, even though Lothar is kind of like a nice card and everything, it doesn't seem to fit here because then he can all he can do is hero power and the Sylvanas won't get much value. And also, there's 2 true silvers right now, so... If he, for whatever reason, wanted to keep the consecration, I guess just the true silver and dude would have been something, but I do think this is the best match.
Yeah, it wipes the board, and Sylvanas is essentially full on health, so...
Yep.
Frezzar has to address that before he can even move on to anything else. Yeah, I think Frezzar's last play last turn wasn't bad, but it could have been better than what he
could have been
did.
better, yeah.
Well, there's a Senjin here, so it's kind of like the piloted shredder tech, but...
No, that sucks so much to swipe that. Because there might be like a master later. But on such a late turn, it's also like you know that the quartermaster might come down on the same turn as the master, so it's probably alright to swipe that here. Then Druid of the Claw Taunt, I guess. Okay.
He goes for the Senjin.
Wants to give the flexibility from the Druid of the Claw, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get it out right now, but...
Would have been a slightly stronger minion, and the hero power didn't really do... Oh, wow.
That's a thing.
That's a card. Wow. Blessing of Kings. I've experimented a little bit by playing 1 Kings, and it's not that bad. Like it works alright.
It works fine as a 1-of in Druid decks nowadays.
Yes, one of absolutely. There's no way you can play 2. Well, it's like only the Druid of the Claw are able. He could... Oh no. Druid of the Claw, then innervate hero power.
Obviously, yeah. Get all that value. Get all that innervate value. So he's just going to opt to go face here. He's exposing himself to another consecration disaster, but really, what chance does he really have against it? Like, you can't play around something you can't beat, so he's gonna assume that's not gonna be coming.
Yeah, seems alright. Strifecro's hand isn't that amazing either, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna comment on it. I mean, if Frezzar finds a second Ancient of Lore, this could turn around pretty fast.
Oh, he could play a Boulder Fist Chow here. With the Blessing of Kings.
Boulder Fist Chow. I like that. That's a really nice
It wouldn't be bad. Because like...
A Boulder Fist Chow.
This is already, like, he knows that there's no more silences, at least in the hand.
Yeah, if Strifecro's been keeping track, he knows that the card on the leftmost card of his opponent is probably a very situational card. So playing into BGH here is probably not an option. On the off chance that it is a thing.
You do want to play around this for sure.
So no Boulder Fist, but then again, Force of Nature Savage World would be the win here if he had it.
Yep.
It would be
if
the win.
Strifecro has figured out that there might not even be a combo.
Honestly, from his position, I wouldn't know. Would you have been able to figure it out? Because I can't see any piece of information that would tell me that. Maybe the Senjins give away that it's a little Exorcist and Senjin. Maybe then you're thinking about what he had to cut to make those cards.
Yeah, Senjin is kind of a sign of that, and also like the Nourish. Well, not necessarily. Nourish might mean that there's only 1 combo, because it's really hard to fit in double combo and Nourish.
Exactly.
But you can't know for sure. That's like I still don't know for sure, even seeing these cards.
Honestly, I don't know anything about Frezzar's deck.
More difficult.
Yeah. Well, it might be the Boulder Fist Chow, as you said. Looks like a pretty good time to Boulder Fist Chow, in fact.
Boulder Fist, go face with the Boulder Fist Chow.
Yep. You hit that 2-3 with your weapon, and you get back above safe range, way safe range, in fact. And then you get a 6/6 that's invulnerable to BGH. Although you could also keep the surprise factor, because what can he do here if you want?
Oh, he's going for it! Yes!
This is gonna be the saddest day in anyone's life. When you die to a zombie Chow. This is so weird. I don't even know what to say. Well...
This is one. If the juggle from the hero power hits face, that's lethal, right? Like after hero power. There's only 1 play in any case.
Yeah, it's you
Shredder.
have to Shredder Hero Power, and that's the end of that. Otherwise, you're dead. And I mean, if that 6/6 dies, that's gonna be some health back. But
That's true. If he
Consecration
somehow
is
misses the
lethal.
juggles, yeah.
Muster for Battle is probably lethal.
Well, that gives him 2 chances. I'm sure he's gonna play both. He needs to
Yeah.
land 1 juggle on the face.
And it
Oh.
doesn't land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, I think you just play Black Knight
Yeah, I
because.
so do. Like you have 50-50 to just win straight up,
Yeah.
and it's still a Yeti. And there's no like wildfire equality or anything in the Druid. Oh,
This is game. Well,
Nice.
I would have finished him off with Zombie Chow for style points, but that's good enough. Strifecro's just gonna take the win, honestly, here with that True Silver Champion. Giving it 1-0 over Freezar, who brought, I think, honestly, you know what? I'm gonna say it, the most unusual deck I've seen.
Some people have been adding one. No, but not Shredder. I'm sorry. This piloted Sky Golem. Like
Yes.
it has some problems, but it's a 6-drop, and you don't have that many 6-drops that are good for Mech Mage. So looking at the hand right now, it looks like really normal Mech Mage.
Yeah,
Just the toss
as
was a bit
standard as
weird.
everything. Yep. Well,
Freezar's
That's
hand. It
if
can
he
get
finds-
amazing if he finds a sprint.
it's gonna get crazy, actually, if he does. It's gonna go out of control really fast, I think, if a sprint is found soon. As long as he doesn't prep coin sprint. Everybody's done that once in their lives. Prep coin sprint.
Prep
and
coin
then-
sprint.
Oh man, the worst feeling. Or, you know, prep sprint.
Prep
and you think,
coin sprint. Turn on.
oh, you want to get a free sprint?
Yeah,
you just go
free
prep
sprint and turn
coin
on.
sprint.
Prep
This is,
coin
yeah.
sprint. That was a mistake.
And then it's just, it's the conceit of
are made.
shame. Yeah. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, let's hope he doesn't make that mistake. I mean, he's got the hand that could push him to do it. We're just gonna have to see how things develop. So, using the backstab on the Mad Scientist, leaves him with no answer at this board, which is kind of weird. He's got no SI7
You can coin out a Drake next and like prep
and prep Flurry.
Flurry, Spellbar Flurry. It's not perfect though. He needs like a backstab so he can also clear his own Drake, like the copy of his own Drake.
Yeah, because that mirror entity is, well, we're assuming it's mirror entity. I didn't see it, but I
It
have to
was,
make
yeah.
that assumption.
It was, yeah.
Okay. It goes by too fast for my eyes.
It's pretty painful to deal sometimes for a rogue.
Yeah, without those 3/3s, I mean, those are Blood Mage Thalnos even. I guess that's the best you can feed them that you'll take out
Yeah,
easily.
so your deckhand.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
you
right.
can give out like a 3/3 and just AoE it like the rest with like a poison flurry.
Yeah, it's easy to take care of when you've got a good setup, but
Mhm.
if you have to feed them a Drake this early in the game when your answers are gonna be... I mean, I guess he could go prep, Flurry, prep, Eviscerate after the Drake coin, but that leaves him with 0 cards in hand and no follow-up.
Yeah, Strifecro here considering the potential of Flurry, but decides that he has to just press on, just drops everything. Oh wow.
Well,
Do you like, you have to Flurry here somehow. But do you do it with the oil, like prep oil?
I guess you could go, yeah, Blood Mage,
Blood
Mage, prep,
prep oil,
coin Flurry.
Flurry?
Yeah, I think I like that a lot.
Does
Blood
work.
Mage, yeah. But I mean, you do waste an entire Tinkers on this.
That's true.
Because you can't even get the attack to the face, man. This is so terrible.
Yeah,
but-
it's far from optimal, but I feel like
It's
he
the best,
has
I
to use it here.
And the good part is you're still queuing up a Drake afterwards, right after. So I really do like that line of play. Looking at this current hand and how it could be improved, I think this is gonna be as good as it gets for him.
Yeah.
But let's see what he opts for. He goes for prep. Oh,
Okay.
no, he doesn't go for prep. He goes for Tinkers.
Oil and prepping the flurry, I guess.
Did we miscalculate? No, I don't think we did. I think he could
No.
have played Blood Mage now. Right? I'm not inventing things.
No, because he played the he could have done the
didn't-
play that we were talking about because he prepped the blood Blade Flurry here over
Instead of the Tinkers,
the
so
oil, yes, because he could have gotten a discount of 3
one
on the
extra,
oil.
yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna call that a slight misplay, but that's maybe
gonna-
because he
It's
didn't.
gonna work out really well for him because he can kill out the Mad Scientist here to waste the second mirror entity.
Mm-hmm.
No! Don't! No! No! I really strongly feel like he should have killed the Scientist first to prevent the second mirror entity from coming. No. Okay.
At least there's no mech for that. Oh, and the mirror entity gets top decked by Strifecro. This is kind of a lucky outcome for Freezar, who won't get it for free.
Yeah, he won't get punished for that. But
Alright. Whoa.
I really think that was a misplay because he didn't have the coin and he could like, I don't know.
Oh, Edwin, hello. Well, you're obviously not feeding him that. There's no way
this
in
is
hell.
so good. Obviously you are. You are feeding it as an 8/8.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think you wanna prep a deadly poison here on your
Oh my
1 durability dagger, then play Eviscerate, then coin out.
Coin, Deadly Poison, prep, Evis, 10-10 Van Cleef, and then hunt the other guys 10-10.
Yeah, you BGH it?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You actually can do it.
Yeah, you actually
Oh
can.
my god.
Oh my god,
Give
this
him
is
a 10-10
insane.
and hunt it.
I hope he sees the play.
Please do it. It's only
Please
gonna leave
see
him
the
with
play.
It's only gonna leave him with a Drake in hand, but that's not a problem. I mean, what can a Mech Mage do to a 10-10? There's no polymorph, there's no big game hunter.
Yeah.
Please do it.
Does he see it? Well, he sees the first step. If he
Yeah.
uses deadly on the 1 durability weapon, I'm gonna say he sees it.
Yeah, it has to be.
And he's
Freezar.
going all in. I think we're going for it. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what? No, don't hesitate. It's too late to hesitate now. You've got to go all in. You can't... What the... Oh, what? What?
No!
What? Why did you prep first and then not Abyss and then... What was that prep for? You could have... Freezar! No!
What happened? You could have...
Oh, Freezar, what have you done?
Now the Scientist can trade for the big...
Oh, this
he
is
could have gotten a
not
full clear. It
good.
could have been a full clear. And the
Oh.
big game hunter would have survived.
The Edwin wouldn't have... I guess he would have gotten killed over 2 turns, but... Oh my
It would
god.
have been bigger. It would have
No,
been
play
a
Dr.
10-10
Boom! No! No, he didn't play Boom.
I feel so sad.
Every play I've seen so far makes me ache inside. Alright, so at least right now, Strifecro is still, admittedly, on the back foot. Let's be honest,
Yeah,
this
that's
is still a pretty tough position for him.
This is
But,
free and Dr. Boom. Like, if you only have 2 cards, that's what you want to have.
Exactly. So, alright, so I guess Freezar's not out of this yet, but... Oh man, those plays.
I feel like the 10-10 and the 4-2 on an empty board against Mech Mage.
Crazy,
Like-
yeah.
Unlosable. It's completely unlosable when you have a 10-10 and you have a 4-2 and your opponent has nothing. There's
I know
no
your Sean would like
there's
a
no
word with you.
silence, there's no big game hunter, there's no polymorph.
No, I agree with you. Unless it's like a very heavily decked Mech Mage, you're not gonna see answers very easily. Oh man.
I think
almost
what
cried.
happened was, like, he roped there and then like misclicked by accident and then he was like, oh shit, like now there's no more. The reason why he didn't Evis in the end was like because he played the Van Cleef already and it was like it would have looked bad or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't want to eviscerate at the end of the turn. Ouch, those bombs went absolutely nowhere. Well, at least, actually, no, never mind. They're actually gonna kill off that Dr. Boom. Ah, it's 2 damage on Boom, which allows him to trade him up, so that's 7 damage avoided. But, looking at Freezar's hand right now, that's a powerhouse of a board for him. And I mean, the Archmage and Strifecro's hand would be good in other circumstances, but in these specific ones, kind of a dead card.
Yeah, it's not that great. It doesn't really do anything. I think you start with a sprint, go from there. It should be like something. If he picks up a second sap, he can sap something, like if he wants to. If he picks up an Eviscerate, it's a really good Evis on the Blast Mage. Because like, what else could you do? You're gonna sap something small and Okay, well that works.
I thought he was gonna sab the Blastmate, but it worked out. And you know, he's still gonna be able to, he can't play the SI though, so it's gotta be a sprint.
Still, but it's
Kind of awkward.
I feel like he should have sprinted before training the second boom button, because he could have picked up a wax that.
Yep.
Or did he use both already? I don't know.
Well, that's gonna give Strifecro the ability to trade that guy away.
Well, there's a combo.
Uh-oh. You know, if that's partially...
Yeah.
Well, that's not what he wants to see. And
But
the
the
Rogue doesn't have
sap.
lethal in it right now, so... Double Sap is gonna negate Archmage almost entirely, unless a finicky Cloak Field is found. And that anti-heal bot is just gonna consolidate this board. If anything.
Yeah, I don't see Strifecro coming back.
Yeah, Sap SI for the board, and unless your opponent plays some kind of wonky Flame Strike variant of Mech Mage, then this is pretty much yours.
Yeah, Flame Strike would buy him some time, I guess. Because Freezar's running low on minions. Doesn't quite cut it.
It's close, but it's not curving at all, and he's still taking a guaranteed 8 from the Dagger and the Drake and the SI7, so...
Probably just on the Nidus and pray, but it's... yeah, I don't know. What do you load? What does the load really do?
You might as well just play Archmage, because at least you could get a chain, like, back-to-back board wipes, if you get lucky.
Yeah, but there's like... if you Strifecro, you can't imagine 6 cards that would not kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as against a Rogue, especially the way they're built right now, there's really no way for you to seal the game.
It's pretty hilarious that he actually, those 6 cards, he does not have it yet. But it's irrelevant. He can like Lotep and heal, but or anything good. Lotep Sap.
I think I'd Loatheb Sap here.
Yeah.
Just you go in for 8 damage. Like you can't lose this exactly.
Yeah.
You could even double Fan of Nice for card draw on the following turn and get probably the kill that you need. Yep. That is gonna be it for Strifecro. At least for this game. Wow, Freezar's lines of play were kind of confusing to me along this game, but he still took the win, so he's gonna equalize against Strifecro 1-1 in this best of 5. Yep. So Strifecro's mage is still. It could be both.
Freezar Druid, yes!
So we're gonna see more of that. There's a Kel'Thuzad and a Sneed's Old Shredder with Little Exorcist. I'm still not sure what that's about. Wait! Against Zombie Chow and Rubian Eggs against Demon Lock. Is that the idea? Could that be the idea?
Oh! Void Color.
As Demon Lock as it gets.
Okay, so it's like a little bit of mix. There's a Molten Giant, which is typically in a hand lock, but not in demon lock. But then there's a Void Color, which is the other way around.
That Zombie Chow's a bit off curve right now. Freezar would have loved to get that last turn.
Yeah, but it's actually, in this matchup, it's not that big of a deal, I think.
Yeah, it's not gonna be...
It kind of does help a little, because he could attack with it here and then, like, kill that off.
Oh, wow. That's good. You know,
but never mind. It's only for enemy. It's only for enemy.
Yeah, of course. But still, it's a 3-4 for 3 that has taunt.
Yeah, it's still this. Nice.
Well, it's pretty solid, actually, but... I can't believe I'm saying that, but this Little Exorcist is useful.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot of value for 3 mana.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Not bad. But what's bad is his hand right now. Like, there's nothing. He has 2 keepers. He has nothing else. So he's like top decking right now, or hoping that Strifecro plays something he can keeper.
Well, there's many lines of plays because of the Innervate. You know, most top decks are probably going to be playable. Hopefully, he doesn't get another Wild Growth for him at this point. That would be a pretty dry draw, honestly.
Oh boy, that Little Exorcist just got 2.5 for 1. It got the coin, Dark Bomb, and the Zombie Chow. Why doesn't everyone play this card?
Yeah, it's obviously overpowered. I think it's overtuned. Blizzard needs to nerf the Little Exorcist.
Please. I know that they're not like nerfing Dr. Boom, but maybe the Little Exorcist at least would need some kind of change.
Yeah, I'd like you guys to address the problem that we're facing right now in this league. It's everywhere.
Little Exorcist OP.
I agree.
All those Reddit threads and still nothing happening.
I must safeguard the
Void Color gets shut up by that Keeper of the Grove, but
If he knew the Strifecro's hand, he would have dealt 2 damage to it and traded with Zombie Chow, but obviously like that's the more reasonable play to silence Tier.
yep. Not knowing what's coming from it. Then again, you're almost happy to put Jiraxis on the board. Just get it out of the way.
No, you're not. Like, when it gets taunted up, what do you do as a druid? Because your druid needs to you need to Force of Nature Savage Roar into it, and it's still
Well, you don't
survives. So you need
understand.
Hero Power the following turn.
This is Freezar Druid. You know what he does? He Crazed Alchemist BGHs it.
Wow, mind.
It's pretty
blown.
obvious. I mean,
could
I
be
can't believe you
there.
didn't think of that, Savage.
It could be in there.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, all those Void Colored Jiraxis, it's everywhere as well.
Yeah. So, Belcher? Kill off the zombie?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty straightforward turn. A boring turn, mind you, but a very effective one.
Yeah, pretty boring. But it works.
Well. What have we got? Well, you got Sylvanas you can't play because you're getting nothing out of it, so...
I feel like Strifecro has a big edge here, because he has the Hero Power, which draws more cards, and Freezar is just reliant on top decking.
Yeah. When Freezar finds an Ancient of Lore, he'll be able to equalize, but for the time being, it's not looking amazing. I guess you're forced to keep her that Sludge and Hero Power down the Void Caller if you want to get anything done, because nothing else is doing anything for you, really.
It feels so bad to spend the last Keeper, you never know what's coming next.
I
You have
agree.
no silences left.
Whoa. Wait, do I disagree with this play? I think I do. Yeah, you're taking 3 anyway. Might as well just silence the Sludge and then kill the Void Caller. I must have missed something.
But then,
I mean, if
yeah,
you're
the
throwing it
Sludge
out on the
don't
board...
take any damage. So, but I personally I would have preferred the Sylvanas there a little bit more.
Oh,
my goodness.
goodness. Doesn't this get worse and worse by the second?
Okay, so he has 12 mana here, but
Nothing to spend it on.
so bad.
And Strifecro's hand is top-notch quality. Like, everything is there.
Yeah, he has a lot of stuff, and he can draw more. Like he can make Strifecro can make powerful turns, and he can play more stuff. Oh boy, that Hellfire. Well, he doesn't even need the Hellfire.
You don't have to, but you could if you wanted.
Could like Shadow Flame something too. So then the Sylvana stays at 5, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, you could play Watcher, Shadow Flame, I guess, but you've got... Well, yeah, you could. You keep your 5-5 and your 1-1. The only time where it backfires is when he swipes your Sylvanas and then plays something in return.
He could also, like, oh man, like, that's what I was talking about. There's no silences left. Now there's gonna be a big-ass Drake coming.
Yeah, this is actually going to be really
Yeah.
problematic for Frezzar, using 2 keepers on, mid-range minion. It really didn't accomplish too much, but
No.
it's going to be really bad for him. And now he has to go through a 4-5 with Taunt. This is... Well,
Okay.
there's card draw here. Okay, things might get better.
So what can you even dream to get rid of that Sylvanas?
Double Innervate. Oh, well, I guess a swipe. Oh. Well, that's a play.
Guess the swipe innervate works.
I mean, it's not as though you're being offered too much of a choice either.
No, you can swipe the Watcher here. Then like innervate. No, okay, or huh.
So you swipe Sylvanas, you innervate Wrath for card draw, and then
Yeah, that
if you want
works,
more
yeah.
cards, since you're on 10 mana, I guess you won't need.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any combo piece, by the way. I'd like to point out. We were talking about it earlier. Like, does he have combo? Does he not? And we haven't seen any so far.
No, I think it's safe at this point to say that there's no combo, because we also saw the KT and the Sneeds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's a
the
lot
game
of
plan
late.
is to win with those minions instead of the combo.
Strifecro finds his mortal coil a little late. It would have gotten good value the past few turns. There were 2 keepers with 1 health each. Wow.
No, it's a natural mistake. Yeah.
I'm not sure what that mistake was, but...
I think spending the keepers, but I'm not sure. Okay.
No time for games.
Yeah.
This
I
feels
guess at
pretty
least
bad,
Freezar... Yeah, Freezar can at least be happy that there's no giant out yet. But it's still really tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Beak Cowl denies that Sylvanas' value.
Yeah,
On
definitely
itself.
coming down here.
Hoot hoot.
Hoot Sylvanas out of here. Or... Well, let's Strifecro, he's gonna... he still has 5 mana left afterwards, so... I'm
Yeah,
sure that he's gonna play the Owl, but he's thinking what else.
I'm liking the heal bot just because you're still unable to play Molten, but if you really want to play Molten, you could just keep lowering your health. Because you haven't seen Combo last game and you just don't know what he's got right now.
Let's see. I kinda maybe like the little bit more to keep the heal bot in hand for now, because there's like the battle cry feels like it's completely wasted because it's not useful at all. And you have like a chance to play the Molten, maybe at even like 8th mana or 9 mana after a couple of taps. So it's not that far off. But another thing is that the Void Color is not gonna bring a demon, so that's not perfect either.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
possible demon. We have 5, that's 8, 9, 10, 11,
You
12
might tap
damage.
into one.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna tap here first, try to find a demon for the Void Color.
Yeah, because this is almost a cool like a cool Hellfire turn. If the boom bots all hit your face, you stand to play Moltens, but
Is there lethal actually?
not that I can see, no.
No. Okay.
There's none. Okay.
So he really didn't want to tap here. Well, that's gonna seal the game, I think, with the big
Yeah,
damage.
BGH and Lothab.
Mhm.
There's no comeback mechanism, and this is kind of what Druid does. They have to take the initiative, and I don't know that Frezzar's Druid is especially tailored for that.
He just top deck 2 Mind Control decks and Defender of Argus.
Easy
I
life,
see.
right? You nourish into 2 MC tags, and you win the game.
That would be hilarious. But there was a low tap, so that didn't work because of the low tap.
That's on the board already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Strifecro probably has no idea what he's playing against. Like, okay, Shaman.
Yeah, after a little extra assist, Strifecro's got to be thinking, well, maybe there's a far side Gadgets and Auctioneer combo in there.
Wow. Next level.
That's not
Looking
a
like
bad
a really standard Shaman. No minions, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, there's the Ferals. That's really important. That's one of the most important early game cards for the Shaman against mech.
Yeah, you want to be able to contest those two attack health, 2 attack minions that can't kill you unless the mage like spends all her tempo on hero powering, and you can abuse that fairly easily.
That's a bit uncommon with the double crackle. Could it maybe be like a Malygos thing? Usually there's only one crackle. Oh
Well-
man, Strifecro's hand sucks.
It will get better mid game, but yes, in fact, it's not exactly amazing right now. And
But yeah, the Frostbolts are gonna find targets, so he's gonna have a turn 4. He's gonna have a good turn 4, so that's really nice for him.
yeah, and Frezzar's gonna have the worst turn 4 of his life right afterwards.
Yeah, he does have the coin, so maybe he can like coin out. Like we can see that actually, like for Freezar, he should be casting spells right now. He should clear those because Strifecro has no more minions. But obviously he doesn't know that.
Yeah, but I still think you have to try for that Feral Spirit.
I think it's like the best play. That's what I would do. But as
Yeah.
it turns out, it's actually the worst play because of the hand that Strifecro has.
Yeah, without that information,
Wow.
Frezzar
Now
made a nice
suddenly,
play.
like that's look at that. He has the perfect turn 4. Perfect turn 4 with the double Frostbolts. He has a 5, he has a 6, and he has a Doctor Boom.
You don't even call it a 7, it's just a Doctor Boom. There's no other 7 in the game.
No, I don't think there are. There's some Drog guy. I don't remember the name. I don't. I think it got removed after the game. It was only in the beta or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
only
think
see
they,
that Dr. Boom.
I think they renamed him Dr. Boom
Could have been.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of an awkward turn for Frezzar. As I said, kind of the worst turn 4 he could have had, but
Yeah.
he still has a storm in case things escalate. But I mean, do you coin out Manatide and hope for the best? Or does that prevent the turn 5 coin is the problem? Because you want to kind of get that turn 5 Fire Rally, right?
I think so too. Yeah.
You really want to get it. I think it's...
It's like you need to fire. What do you fire rally with it? Because you can't fire rally the Mad Scientist. Because if you fire rally the Mad Scientist, then your opponent also gets one.
Yeah, you can't do that.
If he gets a Spellpower Totem, maybe going out the Earthshock.
Well, that's going to be a little bit of damage mitigation, but with the Drake coming up from Strifecro, that's a 4 damage Fireball plus a ping.
Uh-oh.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
Well, he could actually play the Shredder if he wants to. He's got 2 lines of play right now that are opened up.
I think that's a fairly easy Drake. It's 5 mana. It's on the curve. It's just perfect.
Yep, you don't have to saturate your mana with hero power.
No.
Well, Fire Elemental. If Frezzar makes the mistake of Fire Elementaling, the 2/2 is going to be pretty bad. Alright, so he's going to opt for the... Which actually is pretty good with coin Earth Shock on the Mad Scientist.
Yeah, that works.
It's a really nice play.
It sure is.
Oh, one victory at a time. We're gonna get there eventually. So this Shaman is actually standing its ground, but there's a lot of pressure coming from Strifecro's hand, as we can see here. It's gonna be really tough for Frezzar to hold up.
Sure.
Because Frostbolt and Blast Mage, or even just Paladin Shredder follow up, you know, kill that Drake and then keep flooding that board.
Frostbolt is 4 damage, so I would be really tempted to do this. Maybe even like, well, just Blast Mage to go for value. I guess that works too. If you don't hit any on it, okay, he got 2. So probably trading off the Mech Warper, so he's not too weak to a Lightning Stone.
Yeah,
Right.
I like the idea. And after that fact, since you decided to keep the Frostbolt, no reason to overkill. And still, it's kind of a weak board for Frezzar. Not even the board, but the hand.
Yeah, usually like Fire Elementals are like the best cards in Shaman, but this is just... Strifecro has 2 big minions with 4 toughness. They just don't work out at all.
So this Crackle has a high chance of killing the Drake. If it doesn't, Frezzar is going to be in a world of hurt. So the Drake goes down. The second Crackle will be used on the Blast Mage, which also dies. Statistically likely, so pretty good.
So 7 mana, Dr. Boom.
Yeah.
Make decisions.
I think this is a pretty good hex though for well,
true.
pretty good. It's the most obvious hex ever.
Yeah, it's really obvious. He can't take 7 to face. Sad for Frezzar, he can't Lightning Stone. Well, maybe there's not even that much to storm with just yet.
Alright, but Strifecro's hand is going to be able to refill that board whenever he wants to. If he ever gets to like a turn where nothing happens and he can just get himself the Mech Warper, Snow Chugger, or Shredder, like after Lightning Storm, his life still goes on. Like there's no problem for him.
Really smart from Strifecro not overcommitting here. There's no real reason to play more minions.
Well. Okay, so I guess the Storm is in order, but this is so awful because what you're taking out is essentially your Frog and the Boom Boss that came with Dr. Boom. So the value you're really getting effectively with the Lightning Storm is pretty slim.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly. What else can you do?
Manatide
I don't
Harvest
know.
Totem? No, this is so weak.
Just trying to find a Spellpower Totem, I think. Okay. Well, that's actually good, because now he can... I was gonna say he can Manatide, but maybe it's too weak.
I
It's
don't
like a good-
dislike the Golem Manatide or Manatide Storm, but
But
I don't know.
yeah, but...
It's too late to Storm though, he played his minions. Wait, what? Okay.
He wants to keep the Taunt Totem. He wants it to not die to the Boom Boss, I guess.
Well, why? Okay. After he sees the... And it works, actually.
Yeah, if that's
It
what he
does
wanted
work.
to happen.
Yeah. We can't know for sure, but at the moment, Strifecro has a 14 health points lead on his opponent. And it's funny how Freezar's hand contains all pretty much the best mid-game cards that he could ever ask for, but they're just not playable at any point.
Yeah. He
They
fell
don't
so
kill
behind
anything.
on the board. Like the board just got so bad early on. Because all he had was spells, he didn't have his own minions to play.
Yep, and Strifecro is going to capitalize on this
Yeah.
weird board position and just
That's right.
flood again.
Unloading here.
Well, your move.
Oh, well
wow.
that's a start.
That's
Probably not gonna be enough, but still the best throw.
So you get Spell Power Totem, you Lightning Storm, Doomsayer comes out, and Toshli dies. And then you win. Because
like
how
that.
does the... Yeah, it has to happen. Well, it's
Okay.
not what he wants to
High
see,
roll
but
on
it
the
could still
Shredder.
happen.
I roll a Shredder and Doomsayer.
Wow, well, that didn't work. And it's gonna be even worse now. Is this lethal?
I think...
5,
yeah, it is.
4... Yeah, I think it is lethal with that Frostbolt. So that is gonna seal the game. Oh, wow, the style points for Strifecro here.
Mhm.
Yep, and Freezar is gonna go down 3-1 versus Strifecro. So Freezar, not exactly the best series for him in this specific case. He has